The U.S. military wants cyborg super soldiers, but we're not ready, expert warns. This is by Ryan Pickrell, Business Insider on Science Alert. Cyborg super soldiers, enhanced by advancements in bioengineering and other research fields, are coming. But the Department of Defense is not prepared for what that will mean for the warfighter, the military as a whole, and also civilians. In the next 30 years, we're going to need to have to deal with these legal and ethical quandaries, and we're not ready for it. This is what Peter Emanuel, Army researcher, lead author of year-long DoD study, says. In recent years, the medical community has made great strides in prosthetics and implants as technology has created new possibilities. The U.S. military envisions a future where in the next few decades, soldiers could become enhanced through ocular, auditory, muscular, and even neural augmentations, such as retinal overlays or neural implants that fuse man and machine in unprecedented ways. There are obviously huge technical challenges to radically redesign human beings, but perhaps more importantly, there are also countless ethical and legal concerns. With these developments, they will inevitably come to a tug of war between what can be done and what should be done. When you talk about somebody who lost their sight because of a bomb blast or somebody who lost their limb to an IED, it makes sense people would have fewer ethical qualms about giving them something that would replace that functionality, explained Manuel, who has a PhD in biochemistry and molecular biology. He says, but when you get to essentially giving them super speed like the $6 million man, that's what we call enhancement. A lot of people start to have questions when we talk about enhancement. Of course, there are a lot more concerns when you start talking about replacing fully functional body parts with machine capability simply to become enhanced. Then there's questions about how these soldiers serve in their role in the military. Emmanuel asked, you're going to have mixed populations of soldiers that are not enhanced and soldiers that are enhanced. What does that mean? Is that going to have an impact to morale and camaraderie? Are enhanced soldiers going to be coveted assets? Will that pigeonhole the career of an enhanced soldier? He continued explaining that command could decide the warfighter is too valuable to promote or to deploy while the soldier is desperately trying to stay stateside. Some of the biggest questions and concerns come up, though, when a service member leaves the military and returns to civilian life after receiving enhancements. Emmanuel said now he wants to go to the Bellagio Hotel in Las Vegas, go to the crap tables, and he's a supercomputer, or now this person is back and they're stigmatized. And what if the soldier wants to travel and it's like, wow, you're a military asset? What if now he wants to go to tour through Russia or some other adversarial area? And now we're concerned about somebody getting access to that particular piece of hardware, end quote. And further complicating matters is that there are currently no real standards for what's meant to be human, a challenge when today's researchers are discussing redesigning human beings through scientific and technological innovation. Emmanuel said, there's really no global norms. What you're seeing is a convergence of a lot of different areas of technology right now, a convergence between bioengineering and artificial intelligence and nanoscience. And right now, we're in such an interesting spot in our timeline as human beings. We see these areas of powerful technology converging to create all these opportunities in this space. And the reality is that our government and our legal systems and even our social norms can't move fast as the technology can, and we're playing catch-up. So what is legal? What is ethical? What am I comfortable with, and what am I not comfortable with? He continued. And by the time we get an answer to that and get a global agreement, technology is already in a different place. If you'd like to join me on my Patreon account, you will hear content not covered by mainstream media. These riveting stories will be based on my research, and I will state my opinions and give my personal insight on diverse and controversial subjects and world events. events not covered by mainstream media, and not supported by YouTube guidelines. So whatever I have on my Patreon, most of those will not be on my YouTube channel. Please consider becoming a member today. More of the most significant and important videos will be on my Patreon channel. Your support helps me to continue my research and keeps this YouTube channel alive. And we depend on your support, your generous charity, because we help economically challenged families here in Athens, Greece, in Kapota, and we also help the young generation with university tuition and the community around our church. Thank you.